recap sa micro, more on sa kung ano siya, what you call this, pathology, pathology side of microbiology. So more on sa unsa to yung mga receptors, unsa yung mga classic na pathologic basis for you to come up na mo na siya ang causative organism niya. So narapod ni siya tanan sa PowerPoint slide. So again, uh, I will only get exam questions from this lecture material para dili na mo magbasa sa book because taas kay ang sa book, it's a lot for you to take no on top of your microbiology subject. So this will be your lecture material for this chapter. This PowerPoint lecture will be your lecture material. Okay, so we will start na ha, so that we can finish, we can cover as much as we can. So we are here to learn about the mechanisms behind a microbial disease. We are here to explain the mechanisms of how the microbial infection will lead to the physical manifestation. We'll also learn to explain the pathophysiology of common microbial diseases. So, of course, infection, they significantly contribute to the mortality, of course, in elderly patients, especially those in nursing homes, no, since also man na siya sa other countries na you send your elderly to nursing homes for them to be taken care of since wala na mabilin sa balay to take care of them. So sa US or sa other countries, they are into that kind of elderly care since dami mga professional. So because of that, um, the healthcare provider to patient ratio is very, very high. Isa man na nag-tricycle nga naon ang kuan, ang mic. I-off sa nubi. Makadungog ko diri sa akong end. Miss Felicity. Sorry kayo ha. I-off na yung mic dira kay madungog na ako nag-commute pa ka. Anyway, so kana siya sa elderly, common ka infection, of course, immunosuppressed. Dili lang HIV ang immunosuppressed sa even those na ay mga hypertension, diabetes, mga common comorbidities, no? They're also immunosuppressed kay they're taking lifelong medications, maintenance medications that will somehow give a degree of immunosuppression. And then those with chronic disease states, so again, katong mga naay mga comorbidities. So, they constitute about 6 of the top 10 causes of mortality in developing countries affected by the malnutrition and unsanitary living conditions. So how do the microorganisms cause disease? So the humans will harbor a complex of ecosystem microbial flora. So the attenuation of the normal host defenses, meaning from being healthy, microbial flora ma-disturb ang host defense nimo, it will cause pathologic infections. Uy, what is that noise? Distracting kaayo. Sorry kaya, madungog dyan ako ang jeep, unsa man na, asa ba, basiling, apil kag swimming dito sa 7-Eleven. Anyway, na, padayon na ta. I-off na yung kuan, microphone, para hindi ako madungog. Especially nag-headphone pa jud ko, maklaro jud ako ang minute na noises. Anyway, so again, ma-disturb ang normal host defenses, and then kaning mga non-commensal organisms, meaning katong mga dili normal flora nimo sa imong body, They can cause a wide range of virulence. And then highly infectious microbes, they produce disease even in healthy individuals. So Moni, this is a table from the book. These are the routes of entry of your microbes. So of course, your skin, the local defense that is in the skin is your epidermal barrier. So if there is a failure of the local defense, like example, there are punctured wounds, burns, ulcers, like or needle sticks, arthropod and insect, animal bites, or even direct penetration. So there are several pathogens that can cause your disease. So your staphylococcus, your HIV gidayon, yellow fever, Lyme disease, and many more. So, kani siya na table, you can read on this. So, in short, pwede sa bisan asa moagi ang imuhang microbes, no? So, through your skin, to your gastrointestinal tract, kung nakay makaon, or pwede sa respiratory tract, kung naakay ma-inhale, urogenital tract, if naay mga kanang sexual contact, or impairment of your genitourinary system if overwhelming UTI ka. So, mo na siya mga routes of entry nila to cause infection. So, one type of route of entry is through your vertical transmission, meaning this is an infection from the mother to the fetus or a newborn child. So, if you are still pregnant, and then you harbor an infection, you can transmit the infection. So that is called your placental fetal transmission during pregnancy. So there will be effects on fetal development, and it will also depend on when did the infection got inside. So during the gestational age of the fetus. So example, if you got rubella, what is rubella? German measles or measles? Sama na siya. German measles or measles? It's your German measles. So akong ilhanan anang rubella and rubiola. Rubiola is measles. Rubiola is measles. Rubella is German measles. So para di ko malibog, I sometimes call it measles. So, measles rubiola. Mo na akong ang ginatiman-an since I was in kuan in Oy, si Rilo, nakita ti kagi online mo imong camera. So,
No,
anyway, sus, dako agnisi. Anyway, happy ba na to dira? So, mo na siya ha, si rubiola is measles, rubella is German measles. So, if during first trimester, nag-German measles ka, na ito'y ginatawag na congenital rubella infection. So, I don't know if na-cover ba na siya sa inyuhang micro, pero mo na siya. It can cause serious developmental defects if na. Even no, some of those um, unborn child is dili na gid na sila magbuhi kung grabe kay ang defect na na-cause sa virus. So, mo na siya si vertical transmission via the placental fetal transmission. Yeah, if transmitted during birth, katong mga more on mga STI. So, if the mother has gonococcus, meaning na gonorrhea, or na chlamydia, or na syphilis, mga STIs, usually matransmit na ang infection when the child will pass the birth canal. Kay naman na sa birth canal, mag-reside ang kanang mga ingon anak nga mga secretions na ay containing the infection itself. And then postnatal transmission, meaning during breastfeeding, so ang mga matransmitan usually kay ang virus because gagmay man kay na sila mga virus. So, it can be transmitted via the breast milk, via breastfeeding. So your HIV, your Hep B, and then your cytomegalovirus. Okay. So these are the routes of entry and dissemination of your microbes. So to enter the body, the microbes should penetrate the epithelial or your mucosal barriers muna nasa ibabaw. So it will remain localized at the site of entry, or it can spread in other sites, on the other sides of the body. So the most common ones, so example, no, the mycobacterial tuberculosis, they are spread through your inflammatory cells via the lymphatics and the blood, and then, or kung spread through the nerves, just like your varicella zoster virus and your rabies, they will also travel via the bloodstream and the lymphatics. Or they can also enter freely without the aid of the inflammatory cells. So, naay uban, dili dili maka-cause og inana grabe ka nga infection if gamay ra pod ang amount ang ni-enter. Wala sad siya ni daghan, wala siya ni reproduce inside your body. So, kining mga giingon og mga self-limiting infection, meaning the infection will resolve on its own. So, dili ra mo hitabo na mo spread siya sa other parts of your body. Okay. So, the release from the body and the transmission of microbes. So, the mode of transmission. So, from person to person via your respiratory, fecal oral, sexual, or transplacental routes. Animal to human can occur through direct contact or ingestion. So, contaminated food sources, your meat, your fish, and so animal to human, or insect or arthropod vectors may be passively spread or served as a required host for pathogen replication and development. I hope na-cover ni siya sa inyong micro, pero of course, one common example for this is your dengue, no? So, you need the Anopheles mosquito to harbor the virus to get dengue. So, if mapaakan ka sa lamok nga naa atong virus, kanha pa ka ma-dengue. So, that is one. The insect is a vector for infection. And then survival during extended periods also will happen in dust, food, or water. So, it's only a matter of time na makuha siya sa human. Magkuan siya. Yes, sa man. Yung question, Cirilo.
Doc, good afternoon, Doc. Doc, mag-ask lang dai ko do kanang kuan, Doc, if ang mosquito, Doc, kay makuan siya, musuyop siya dugo sa kanang sa tao nga nay HIV, Doc, niya mo plato po siya sa lain, there's a possibility ba, Doc, nga ma-infected to iyang sunod nga kuan niya gikan siya nagkuan atong
Ay, mapakan kag lamok?
gana.
I don't really know that. Pero, siguro pero if dili bitaw daghan kayo ang viral load nga nakuha sa lamok, pero wala man sad ko kadungog ana oy, magtan-aw ko no kung studies ana if na transmit ba nabay natakda ng HIV via mosquito bite kay I don't think na di po ko sure.
Kanang
Pero
kanang sa kuan po, Doc, kanang like for example, Doc, kanang sa barbershop, Doc, like kanang magpatupi niya ingana kanang naman ay blade nga ikuan ipa nitsan ang kuan ba niya kana, Doc, possible po, Doc, ang transmission, Doc. Yan na dugo
blood man na. Blood man. Kana siya unya kana sang mga palimpyog kuko, if dili sterilize ang kanang mga instruments properly, nayuban na nga makakuha og mga bloodborne nga infection or fungal infection. So, Dili mo patakaog ka ng palimpyog kuko or magpakuan. Dili mo sure sa sanitation sa kana nga shop ba. Kay makakuha gyud ka ana. Ang pinaka-common yun kana jung fungal kay may uban gud nga mga nail parlor gud nga dili lang gid wala lang gid sila sterilizer like kung unsa gi-use to nila sa katong naay fungal infection nga tao dayon limpyuhan ka you can have the infection in no time like few weeks from that time nga na limpyuhan ka dito matingalan lang ka nga na nag-fungal infection yung tiil. So actually that's the source. As for the blood, by time masamad ka, na hepatitis ka, then naay possibility nga kato siya nga instrument gigamit sa laing tawo then wala pa na matay ang virus nga nipilit dito gikan sa imong blood pwede pud ka ma-hepatitis ang next person na ma-contaminate ato. So, medyo patakag malimpyok tiil or magpa-haircut kanang mag pero as far as I know kanang mga mahalon nga mga barber shop kay they will change the blades man. They will change the blades. They will dispose it after using. Siguro kung anak mo sa unsa ganingan anang nasa Orhilio nga kuan nga kanang barberohan kanang dugay na tayo. Taka-sure dira pero so far wa pa man ug ko'y nadunggan nga naay nasakit. Anyway, so muna siya. You can get it anytime ra gid ka kabalo. Pero as for katong HIV nga mosquito ang vector murag wala man dili man siguro kay if i-think lang nato example makapaak og lamok mampaakan kag lamok nya na kay HIV so maadto sa lamok ang imong HIV virus. Wala man ta kay baw if maka-survive ba ang virus ang HIV didto sa lamok basig inigkaon sa lamok sa imong dugo dili dili ka survive ang virus dili ra pod siya mag-transmit if makapaak siya in person kuan man na siya depende man na siya pero kato bitong if nana ba na sa inyong generation kanang mga kanang sorry ha wait lang i-answer sa akong call.
Na
Anyway, sige. Next slide na ta, Diyos me. Pila ta ka minutes ani nga slide. Sunod, host pathogen interactions. Ay, the take up ni ninyo sa micro, kaning mga antigenic variation,